What's up, guys? Let's learn the fundamentals of mind test, shall we? Okay, so here we have a what's called a modding textbook put out by a guy named Rudin Waterdy. And I like to pronounce it that way because I think of him as being German. I don't really know where he's from. I digress. So, moving along. This book explains how to mod, how to change things in the game. Of course, Mind Test is very, very friendly to that. That is kind of the point of Mind Test, is that you can do whatever you want. So in middle school, what I want you all to do is become very intimately familiar with the different elements of Mind Test and what they're called, and not just solve puzzles. Okay, so that, and what this will do is it'll help you when you get to high school to understand what you're making and what it will do possibly in the world when you're modifying. And so what I've done is, and I guess if you want to read this textbook, it is simply if you Google Mind Test modding book, it'll be the first link. So that'll get you here, and then I'm on chapter 3. So the question is, what are nodes? Well, I guess I should start by saying the first thing that I want you guys to become familiar with are nodes. And they are very, very simple. As you can see and you read behind me, basically it's the building blocks of the world. The entire world is made up of blocks. Every single cube is filled. And these nodes have different properties. Probably one of the most common nodes is air, but you can't see it. And so it has a specific property. Now, and then the other is that we're very familiar with is dirt. Default dirt with grass, actually. And this one is another node. You can't walk through it, you just walk on it, right? So different properties and whatnot. The main takeaway is that the world is made up of these cubes, and every single inch of the world is just broken into cubes, and it is filled. So, and I'll take you over to the game of Mind Test, and of course, as you're very, very familiar with this, we just have cubes all around, right? So, what I want you to do, and so we also have, for instance, these flowers. These are not cubes. These do not take up a cube, and so they are not a node, such as the grass and things like that. And so I think I'm right on that. I could be wrong. The snow, I don't think it's a node, but nodes don't necessarily have to take up the entire cube. So that's where I could be wrong. But these on the bottom, let's see, this is like default dirt with snow, I think, are nodes. So what I want you to do is go around the world and find the names of 10 different nodes, and then submit them on the Google Classroom. And using some sort of creative media. And what do I mean by creative media? What I'm talking about is some sort of medium that you've never used before, whether that, you've used paper before, you've used Google Docs before, you've used Microsoft Word before. But so I want something else, like go on Amazon and type your answer in on a mug, and then take a picture of that mug and turn it in that way. Okay, I want it to be a creative medium, which it's just fun. Okay, it's just fun, and it gets those creative juices flowing. So again, I want 10 nodes. I want you to go out and find 10 nodes in the world and submit those. I also want you to find 5 that are not nodes. That's it, guys. Get going.